Hey DoorDash, please fix your app or stop allowing double dashes. My 5-month-old daughter desperately needed formula. You have a better chance of finding buried treasure. No one around has it. I go to DoorDash and I put all my items in the cart. And then you know how when you're checking out, they allow you to add other items from other stores? If you have children, you know the fun of packing a child up in the car. So I thought, you know what? If this is going to save me a trip plus the delivery fee, let's add a couple more things on. So I added a double dash to 2 other places, 7-Eleven and Jersey Mike Subs. I assumed it would be the same dasher doing everything. It didn't even dawn on me that there would be a chance it wouldn't be. The bill came out to about $300. I got a lot of formula. And the tip that they suggested was only like $12 to $15. And so I actually asked ChatGPT, like, shouldn't I be tipping more? Like, this feels weird. And I actually had a whole conversation about this. This is relevant. You'll see why. The point is, I really thought about this tip, right? And so I wound up tipping more than the suggested rate. And I went back to work and taking care of my daughter. I work from home and my daughter sits right next to me as I'm working. And so I'm doing all that. And then all of a sudden, I see a message come through on the DoorDash app. Do you plan on tipping me in cash in person? I don't work for free. I looked at the app and I realized that they split the order between 3 dashers. And apparently they were only giving the tip to 1 dasher, or it didn't show the tip. I don't know how that works. I remember months ago, a very similar situation happened where 1 dasher was like, wow, that was an amazing tip. Thank you so much. Because he just picked up like a small item and it showed that he got the big tip, and then DoorDash wound up getting involved and they wound up cutting the tip in half, so he split with the other dasher. But this is what I'm saying. It's so convoluted, but they advertise the double dash so much. You would think that this would be under control, but it's not. And so now I didn't respond quickly enough to this person. He gave me like 2 minutes to respond that he doesn't work for free. And I wrote a whole thing to him explaining, I did tip you. I don't know how it works on DoorDash's end, but I did tip. I did everything on my end that I could to tip you, but it was too late. It was already reassigned to somebody else. So I write to the other person, hey, the last person didn't think I tipped, but I did. I promise, you can message me later if it doesn't come through, or reach out to DoorDash support and see I tipped. But it's like so weird. Why would it fall on the customer to get all this stress about the tip when I did my part? I tipped. I could see if I did something out of the ordinary. If I went through the back end of DoorDash, typed in a secret code, and did a whole weird thing. But the way that they push the double dash, you can't order something without them being like, hey, do you want to order from Dunkin' Donuts as well? How about some coffee to go along with that burger that you just ordered? They're constantly pushing this service. So if they're gonna push it, make it work. Make it work for the drivers. I don't need people delivering things to my house being upset thinking I didn't tip them. And it's super unfair to the drivers, either thinking that they're not getting a tip, making them unfairly split it. It's just very stressful, very weird. DoorDash, get your tipping under control when people double dash, or stop advertising the double dash. Stop offering it, because it's a really crummy experience on the client end, and I'm sure it's even worse for the drivers.